بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter Nisa, the first chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Medina. It has 176 verses. Please listen to verse 161.
وأخذهم الربا وقد نهوا عنه وأكلهم أموال الناس بالباطل وأعتدنا للكافرين منهم عذابا أليما.
And their taking usury, though indeed they were forbidden it, and their devouring the property of people falsely. And we have prepared for the unbelievers from among them a painful chastisement. In previous verse, Allah said, it is forbidden something which were allowed to the Jew only because they oppressed themselves, because they have committed some sins, because they oppress themselves by committing different types of sin. And here in this verse, Allah mentions different types of sin that this group of people have committed, and because of that, some of the items that were allowed to them to consume it, it was forbidden for them. Allah says in previous verse, فَبِظُلْمٍ مِّنَ الَّذِينَ هَادُوا حَرَّمْنَا, because of oppressing that the Jews have made to themselves or to the others, we have forbidden them طَيِّبَاتٍ أُحِلَّتْ لَكُمْ, some good foods that they were allowed to them. وَبِصَدِّهِمْ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, and because they were making obstacles to others to follow the true religion. In this verse, Allah continues to mention other types of sins that they have committed, and because of that, Allah punished them. In this verse, Allah says, وَأَخْذِهِمُ الرِّبَى, and also they were taking usury. Usury is forbidden in Islam and Judaism both. Usury has a certain rules. Sometimes we take a usury or give the usury in a business, and sometimes we take or we give usury in a loan. Both of them are forbidden, and both of them are considered as a big sins. If a person takes usury in a business, it means if a person sells one item and buys the same item, it means the same name. For example, a person wants to give a wheat and take wheat, or to give a rice and buy some rice instead of that. It is forbidden to take a usury. It means if you give 100 kilograms, for example, rice, it's forbidden to take 110 or 120 or 90 or even 100 kilograms in a better quality. It is forbidden. So usually it means extra in way or extra in quality. It is forbidden when these two items that we want to give or take will be the same items. We give a rice to rice, wheat to wheat, or something like that, that we can sell it by weight. This is usually in a business, and sometimes we give or we take usually in a loan. Loan, it means if a person borrows $1,000 to return it in 2 months. If a person who gives loan, he says, I'm going to give a loan with this condition that you will give me 1,100 or $1,050. It means the same money plus something because of the time that I was waiting for you. This is a usury in loan. So if a person gives a loan, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, he must get exactly the same money back. Otherwise, to take extra with the condition and forcing the other person to give extra, it is forbidden in Islam and it is not accepted. Of course, it is recommended that when a person borrows money like $2,000, $5,000 in 2 months, it is better and it is recommended and it is rewarded. It is a mustahab when he wants to give the money back to put some money and to give extra. He got $1,000, it is better to give $1,050. He got $10,000, it is better to give $10,500. But to take money by force and to put a condition or certain rules, to have a covenant, for example, that if I give you, you must return extra money, this is a usury. Otherwise, to take extra and to give extra, it is not a big deal, but without certain rules or conditions. Nobody should force another person to give extra money. So Allah says, وَأَخْذِهِمُ الرِّبَى, because these group of people, it means this group of Jew, they were taking usury, giving usury, although they knew that it is forbidden for them. وَقَدْ نُهُوا عَنْهُ, it means while it is forbidden to them. It is another sin. And because they were committing such a sins, Allah says that we have forbidden them some foods that was allowed to them. حرمنا عليهم طيبات أحلت لهم, some good foods, clean foods that Allah was allowed to them. We must understand that sometimes Allah forbids something to us because it is bad. Like, for example, to drink wine, to eat pig. It is forbidden because they are bad. And sometimes there is a possibility that Allah forbids something not because the food is bad, because of the punishment. It means this group of people, because they were committing different types of sin, Allah punished them by forbidding some foods or fruits which were allowed to them and it was good to eat or drink if it was not the case. From this verse, we understood that usury is forbidden not only in Islam, also in Judaism. Usury is a big sin. وَأَخْذَهُمُ الرِّبَى, Allah punished them because they were taking usury. And at the end of this verse, Allah says, وَأَعْتَدْنَا لِلْكَافِرِينَ مِنْهُمْ عَذَابًا أَلِيمًا. Allah says, and we prepared for unbelievers among these people a very severe chastisement. Those who commit such a sins, Allah said that Allah warned them that they will face very severe chastisement. We have understood that usury in business and in loan, both of them are possible to imagine and both of them are forbidden at the same time, that it is recommended when a person takes something as a loan to add something and to return it back. To give extra is not a big deal, it is allowed. And to take it for the person who gave the loan, it is okay. But to put as a condition that I give this money as a loan with certain rules or conditions. If you give me extra, this agreement is wrong, and with this agreement, nobody should give extra money and nobody is allowed to take it. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.